Hey everybody, so tonight, well actually today the weather was like really beautiful, and I wish I was kind of walking around during that time because right now the temperature has changed. I really appreciate the people who continue the Christmas decorations no matter what month it is. I wish it could be Christmas like all year round, but I guess we wouldn't really appreciate, we wouldn't really appreciate the Christmas decorations if they were all year round, right? It would kind of be like a little bit contradictory. So like it wouldn't be special because it would be all year round, and then maybe we wouldn't appreciate it because it'd be every day. That's what I was trying to say. So I am in Chelsea, and I just went to the dentist, and all I can say is that I believe that going to the dentist is extremely important, and I know that it's part of our overall total health picture. Oh, look at that beautiful plant. One thing that's great about New York is that if you need something, well, if you had a car, you could just drive around and you could find whatever you need, because it's usually on some kind of street corner. And I've mentioned it before, but there's the curbside and stooped, and that actually shows you. Oh, and here we go again. Let's turn right there. Now, they don't have their lights on, which is kind of a pity, but they do have their bulbs still on their tree. This is beautiful. Call me a sucker, but these lights remind me of some kind of English story, or a fairy tale. And I think there's like a lot of romance in when people put certain lighting up. They create an atmosphere. And I'm convinced that part of our peace on earth is directly related, gosh, it's cold, I'm shivering, is directly related to that atmosphere that we create in our very own homes. I find that when my home is clean and orderly, I actually have a different sense of my own personal being. And being a creative, it's not always in my nature to keep my place neat, right? It's always clean, but it's not always neat. And when things are disorderly, usually because I'm working on some kind of creative project, like right now I have a power pack, and I have all these cords, and I have these chargers, and I have these phones, and I have like all of these electronics, and they're on the couch, and it looks like I work at the electronics store. So I just wanted to show the beauty of what New York City restaurateurs or restaurateurs have actually done. They've created these little structures to make sure that their business continues, or even has the possibility of continuing. Now, the other day I was here at the Highline, which is right here, you can see, and they were having appointments to go into the Highline, and you would register, and then you would have a certain time, and then you were able to go up the stairs. Right now, I am not certain if it's open or not open. Gosh, it's cold. I am not gonna lie. Well, so I'm going up the steps, and I'm really not sure if this is free access or if you need to do the Eventbrite registration. The other day they did that, but right now I don't really see anyone. So let's see what happens. Are you open? Are you open? Can we just freely walk around?
Yes, until 7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
Okay. So, wow. So currently I'm doing a test. I'm right now using the SanDisk Extreme Plus SD card, and it's nighttime. And I'm actually going to do a test with nighttime with my Lexar, which is a 633 micro SD. And I'm going to compare them for what's good at night and what's good in the daytime. And I want to share that information. Oh, look at that, look at the moon. Hope you can see the Empire State Building. Now, in one video I was talking about the halvesies and the halvesies knots. And I was talking about how some people have more and some people have less. Well, if you just look right here into this person's life, it almost doesn't even look real, honestly. Like, it really does look like a movie set. But these are some of the halvesies, and they have a view of the Highline. And that's kind of cool. And you know, I'm in this really amazing book club, and we've been reading a lot of Tony Robbins books, and we all are really fascinated by Tony Robbins and his success. But more importantly, we're fascinated with the process that each one of us can step up and create our own unlimited success. And each one of us has limiting beliefs. And I think that one of my limiting beliefs would be that the people who are the halvesies, the ones who live on the Highline, I'm going to wait a moment.
I go on a regular, I just got to run for my nephew, but he's 3.
So, one of my limiting beliefs has been that the really seriously halvesies who could afford to live on the Highline, that somehow they have a greater amount of stress in their life in order to create that massive wealth. But I want to believe that that is a limiting belief, and that in reality, the people who are able to afford living on the Highline are people who have found their purpose.